Hello everyone, it's your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting video. And in this video, I'm going to be playing some AI Dungeon 2. This is Jet Starlight and Zana Fairy Monster Hunters, episode number 33. If you have not seen episodes number 1 through 32, I highly recommend that you do so by clicking on the link in the by clicking on the series playlist link in the description box below or in the end card of this video. If you'd like to read the story in full on the AI Dungeon website, you can do that as well by clicking on the link in the description. And if you would like to talk about the series together in the comment section below or on our Discord, feel free to hit up the Discord link in the description. I always love seeing your fan content. I actually recently did a fan content video. Awesome. Now that we got all out of the way, let's start off episode number 33 by reading the last action from the previous episode and by starting the 30-minute timer, which helps to make sure that the episodes don't get too long. So I'm going to hit start, and let's hop right into today's adventure. You say, Yag, you were the reason for why I couldn't resurrect for a year? Oh, sorry, Yag, are you the reason for why I couldn't resurrect for a year? Is this a part of you trying to help me train to continue my ascension? Yag shakes his head. I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. So this is going to be my main thing that I'm trying to do for this current episode is figure out why it is that I couldn't resurrect for an entire year. Because there was a time skip last episode due to my lack of an ability to resurrect. Zana mentioned that you have been preparing this entire year to teach me how to control some dark gift that I was given by the gods. Is the dark gift what prevented me from resurrecting for the past year? So I'm trying to get to the bottom of that. So this episode may not have a ton of action unless, of course, this ends up leading into some kind of big fight, which could always happen. You never know. But I'm trying to unravel that mystery. I do not know what that could be. I will say this, however. Your powers are the result of a pact between you and I. You are not yet at your full potential. Come closer. You bend down near Yag's face as he whispers in your ear once again. He says that it's from a pact. I mean, he did agree to train me, but I don't think that's necessarily the same thing as it being like a contract. I think it's time for you to go see Grolic. He can help you on your path to become a master of the dark arts. Grolic is an orc that lives in an orc stronghold far to the north. So that's not true. Grolic is a super goblin. Remember, Grolic is from a previous episode. He was a super goblin that Zana fought, who then ran off and swore his revenge or whatever. Is a super goblin from the Super Goblin City. Zana fought Grolic once, but he escaped and swore that he would get revenge. Also, I think Grolic's name has 2 L's in it. I might be wrong. That being said, maybe it was supposed to be a different Grolic because it had one less L or something. I don't know. But it's interesting that Grolic is coming back up in this capacity. So what I'm going to say to Yag is, you were the being that agreed to train me to become a god. But my powers are all my own. Let's see. So you're claiming that you don't know why I haven't resurrected in a year. Or why I wasn't able to resurrect for a year? Let's see. Because if he doesn't know that I'm in a really weird situation where it's oh, well, I gotta figure that out. Correct. I can only guess that it has something to do with the gods, but I don't know for sure. I wouldn't worry about it though. I'm sure this was just another part of your training. Another part of my training. Actually, this is like a really interesting idea, like the way that he's taken it. Okay. I feel like you know more about my dark gift than you've let on. Let me guess. Training with you is only the first part of my training. Only the first part of my ascension. But I'm adding a question mark to it. So, apparently I was supposed to have multiple god mentors or something? You're quick. I suppose you're right. I haven't been completely honest with you, but you will understand everything in time. Yag laughs to himself and gets up to walk around his room. He is clearly hiding something from you. Let's see. Is Grolic responsible for why I wasn't able to resurrect for a year? You mentioned that I need to train with Grolic. Does that imply that Grolic is a god? Yeah, like this is like a really interesting situation. If Grolic's a god, then that means that Zana was fighting a god when we were in like the super goblin city. Well, now I suppose he is a god in his own right. In fact, you will be meeting him, whether you like it or not. He didn't fully answer my question, which I'm going to say to him. You didn't fully answer my question. Is Grolic the person who is responsible? Or I guess the god who is responsible. Who is responsible for preventing me from resurrecting for an entire year? I need to know. Like, this is like really important. Yes, now let's drop it. Yag doesn't seem like he is willing to talk about Grolic anymore, so you decide to move on to your other questions. Let's see. Don't I already know what Yag's gonna do? Because it's like, move on to my other questions. And I'm like, that's a good point. Like, what do I ask Yag about? Well, Yag's just been preparing to train me, which I guess means that he, like, organized with Grolic or whatever. So I guess I'm just going to use portal magic to bring Grolic here, so I can talk to Grolic, because I still don't know why he prevented me from resurrecting for a year. So I'm going to attempt to use portal magic to summon Grolic to my location. This is actually a really interesting thing to do, because he may not be happy to see me. So you've learned how to use portal magic. I can arrange a meeting with Grolic. For one, Yag wouldn't say that. I've already known how to use portal magic for a long time. You won't be summoning Grolic anywhere. I don't understand. You said that I could learn portal magic so I could meet him. I wouldn't say that. What I would say is, Yag, you're not willing to answer my questions. Fully, at the very least. If you're not going to help me, then I am going to ask Yag, not Yag, then I'm going to ask Grolic directly why he prevented me from resurrecting. He essentially stole an entire year from my daughter and I. I also still don't know what my dark gift is. You're not going to stop me from summoning Grolic. If you try, I'll beat you down. You know I will. Okay. We might have a fight against Yag, because Yag is trying to get in my way. Yag is taken aback. He knew you would be upset with him, but he was definitely not expecting this. You've never directly threatened him before. You don't need to threaten me. I will let you do it. With this tone, I guess, because I've definitely threatened him before, so I wanted to add that in. Okay. So you continue to cast a portal magic spell to summon Grolic to your location. I passed my intimidation check on Yag, though I was fully ready to fight him. You curse as you feel the magic of your portal spell dissipate. I told you you're not going to summon him. You look at Yag with fury. Okay, hold on a second. Yag out here, turning on me, essentially. You just said that you'd let me summon him. I was serious about my threat. Let's fight. Whoever dies first loses. If I win, you have to let me summon Grolic. I don't know why he's playing so much. Like, yeah, I will drop you like a rock, my dude. Yak starts laughing. You stare at him, waiting for him to stop. Very well, mortal. Let's find out who is stronger. Your body that has been ravaged by time, or my mind that has spent countless eternities growing and expanding. He's so full of shit. Okay. Transform into your infernal form and attempt to bash Yag in the face with your large demonic fist. Yag's not, like, really on my level, I don't think. He's been training for a year, though, so he could be doing something cool. Your fist collides with Yag's face, completely shattering the facade. You quickly read Yag's mind and realize he has already transformed into his true form. A 6,000-foot-tall mass of tentacles and eyes and feelers and weird little mouths, pitifully small compared to yourself. I'm not that big. Also, that didn't make any sense. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait, what? I can kind of work with this, actually. You realize that the entire time you were talking to Yag, that he had... that you were witnessing an illusion. Yag had transported you to another dimension at the beginning of the conversation. You now see that Yag has attained great power since you last encountered him. Well, I guess over the course of the last year. You are excited to take him down. You leap into the air and use your Telmarine helm to transform into a giant beast made of elder god and infernal energy. Okay. So it's time for us to fight. We're doing a full-on giant monster fight in an alternate dimension. You transform into your infernal form and attempt to bash Yag in the face with your large demonic fist. It's repeating what I said earlier. Refresh. Let's see. You are Yag. I am not Yag. Calm down. Refresh. You watch in amazement as you transform into a 30-foot tall giant beast of burning husk and tentacles. Your skin burns with the fires of hell, and your mind is burned away to an animalistic primal state. Still, your new body is a force to be reckoned with. 30 foot tall? How tall was he again? Wasn't it like 60,000 or some bullshit? He's 6,000 feet tall. I'm 30 feet tall. I'm so small. I'm like way smaller than him. That's pretty insane. You attempt to increase the size of your transformation in order to become larger than Yag. Larger than Yag's 6,000 foot tall form. Oh my goodness. Because he's so big. He's so big. Why would I become 30 feet tall? You grow and grow until you are 25 feet. Don't make me smaller. Don't make me smaller than I was before and then say that's my max. You feel your body grow in size, and soon you are 3,000 feet tall. Unfortunately, Yag has grown as well. He now towers over 40,000 feet. Goodness, and is approximately the size of a small moon. You realize that he is limited to growing into space, but you are not. Wait, what? Like, they're like, Yag can't grow beyond, like, the space limit, but you can keep going. I don't think that's, like, a real limitation. I'm gonna get rid of that line. That's an interesting idea, I guess, like, to put a limitation on how big you can get, but I don't think that's necessary. Also, we're in another dimension. So, like, is there really, like, a space to grow into or whatever? You realize that Yag can just continue to grow larger than you. You focus on trying to take Yag down. You use your portal magic to summon a massive portal that opens up to a I'm trying to remember what they're called. A geyser of solar energy. You're trying to use the portal to fire a beam of solar plasma at Yag. So I've used a move like this before in the past, but I feel like I don't use it enough. Excuse me, when fighting like a giant monster like this, I feel like it's necessary to pull out big guns like this. The portal is open, and the beam of solar energy slams into your skin. You feel it burn as your massive body begins to transform and morph, much like Yag's transformations. Still, you have the advantage. I'm not trying to hit myself with it. I wouldn't open a massive portal to get hit by the thing. Yag's attention is divided between you and your attack. He stoops down on his amorphous limbs to deflect the beam off into space, but you manage to partially burn one of his gigantic eyeballs. Yag bellows in pain. Okay, let's see. You try to take advantage of Yag's moment of weakness by flying straight toward his injured eye. You are trying to fly through his eye like a bullet. So I'm trying to see if I can kill Yag by turning myself into a massive god bullet, because I am 3,000 feet tall or whatever. Yag hurls a continent at you. Oh my gosh. The continent hits you and knocks you backward with the force of 13 nuclear bombs. You smash into the portal, destroying it and causing the beam of solar energy to become misaimed. I'm like, we've had crazy shit happen. This is next level crazy shit. I can survive something like that and causing the beam of solar energy to become misaimed. Okay. To become misaimed and diminish into nothingness. I say, we're throwing continents now? That's lame. I know something even better. Okay, so you attempt to use your portal magic to summon a massive planet. Your goal is to hit Yag with an uninhabited planet. That's right, we're just throwing planets now. You're gonna go to continents. I can one-up you, though I already used the sun to hit your eye at first. You summon the planet and it heads towards Yag. However, by now he has grown large enough that he can simply catch the planet in his hands. Oh my gosh. He catches the planet and squeezes it into a ball smaller than the size of a die. Oh my gosh. What? I wouldn't even be able to perceive that because the scales are just so fucking crazy right now. Okay. Yeah, like he's got me kind of surprised. Yeah. Is this your domain where you can freely manipulate reality? Yeah, like I'm like, is this like a place where he can just do anything? You ask this question knowing that this is a yes or no answer. You hear Yag's many voices laugh bitterly. This is my domain in the sense that I am so powerful that nothing can stop me here, says Yag. If gods possess domains where they are all powerful, then that would imply that I too possess such a domain. Okay, so you attempt to channel energy from a dimension that you believe exists, where your powers are limitless. Yeah, like it just sounds like you brought me here because you think you need to be in the location to use the power. But maybe you don't have to be there at all. Maybe you can channel the power of the location. Whoa, it says you stand in a nondescript location surrounded by nothingness. You feel more powerful here than you ever have before. This is your domain, says Yag, appearing before you. But it isn't where I rule. You laugh. I am limitless here. Was this... Hold on. Was what you said about Grolic even true? Was this all just a test so that I could discover my domain? Yeah, what if my dark gift is my domain? I don't know, says Yag. I've told the truth, I've lied, I've told you half-truths. It was up to you to discover the answer. Why, you ask, annoyed? Because that's how gods are. Okay. So now I'm going to say, is my domain my dark gift? Because that would solve the mystery of what the dark gift is. Also, I think I did a pretty good job to hurt his eye in a domain where he can, like, do anything. No, says Yag. Is the dark gift more powerful? Oh wait, is the dark gift the ability to channel the power of your domain even when you are outside of your domain? Because that would be cool. It would be like a pool of limitless energy that you can tap into. Yes, says Yag. Can Grolic truly teach me how to tap into such a power? If so, then he's much stronger now than he was when he fought Zana. I also don't know why Grolic would even want to train me. He hates my wife. Wouldn't he want to kill me and my wife? Yes, says Yag, but his power comes at a price, and that price is your soul. I'm not sure I have much of a soul left anyway, you say. All living things have a soul, says Yag. Hold on. If Yag deals in souls... Sorry, not Yag. Hold on. If Grolic deals in souls, then was he trying to take my soul when I was trying to resurrect? Is that why I couldn't resurrect for an entire year? Yeah, like, I'm trying to answer that question. Yes, he tried to steal your soul so he could barter it with Azar Valet for more power. That's why you couldn't resurrect for an entire year. That seems pretty unfair, you say. Welcome to reality, champ, says Yag. I don't trust Grolic to teach me how to use the dark gift. It sounds like he just wants my soul, which I'm not going to give him. Is there any other way I can learn to harness my dark gift? So this is pretty cool. I know that I've solved, like, the puzzle or whatever, like the main thing I was trying to achieve. What? No, says Yag. Grolic is the only being that can teach you how to use the dark gift. Grolic taught all of us how to use it. Well, except me. I taught myself. I doubt that Grolic taught all the gods how to use the dark gift. He clearly didn't know how to use it a year ago. If you know how to use it, then why don't you teach me? Also, Azor Valak. The name Azor sounds familiar. Do I know Azor Valak? Because Grolic taught all the gods how to use the dark gift. Grolic taught us all how to use it. Well, except me. Oh, that's just repeating. Retry. I mean, it repeated but said something different, but it's still weird. Sorry, it's against the rules. Besides, I'm not really a god. I'm something different, he says with a wink. Yag, stop messing with me. You're a god. I am a god. We're both gods. If anything, we're both beyond the power of normal gods. Grolic isn't as powerful as you claim, and you know it. If he was, he would have already killed Zana. Yeah, like I know that Grolic isn't the instructor who teaches the gods about the dark gift or whatever. Zana is a lucky one, although her luck may not hold out forever, says Yag. Now I think we're done here. Don't forget whose domain we're in right now. I control everything here. If Grolic is as powerful as you say, then why hasn't he killed Zana? Also, well, no, just say that. Because this is my domain. My powers here are at their peak. Outsiders like Grolic can't easily attack me here. Well, I'm going to refresh that because we're in my domain, not his domain. But that's the end of the episode, guys. So that's interesting. So I've learned that the reason why I couldn't the reason why I couldn't resurrect for an entire year is because Grolic was trying to steal my soul. So now we have this weird plot where Grolic is actually a god, and he teaches the gods how to use their dark gift, and the dark gift is how to channel the power of your domain, even when you're outside of your domain. So we got a lot of cool lore. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We got a little bit of action. We got a lot of new story details. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and on our Discord. Make sure that you guys check out the series playlist in the description box and in the end card. And if you want to read the story in full, click on the link to the AI Dungeon site. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring notification bell to be notified whenever we do these videos. This is your friend, your boy, Jet Black the One Only, logging out, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode of Just Starlight Zana, Fairy Monster Hunters. Peace, chicken a bow wow.